Welcome everybody to our stream for Monday. We're going to be checking out some of the action roguelikes in my back catalog. That was not easy for me to say. And hopefully everyone is doing well with the winter storm. Hopefully things won't get too messy with the internet, though I'm noticing a lot of weird issues going on right now. But we have Voidigo. This is one of the games from the Humble bundle from last month. And I want to take a look at what's been going on with Cavity Busters as well. I think everything looks as good as it's going to be. Again, we'll see just how bad things get stream-wise. See, close this out. I don't think it's anything on my end, or at least anything that I can control. Let me just save these things really fast. And hopefully the bot will come up with something very soon. Right? Almost try to do my message. I'll do that while the game is loading up. Alright, let's see. There we go. There's the message. Now where's the game? There it is. So this is Voidigo. Alright, so we're definitely getting like an Enter the Gungeon vibe out of this one already. Oh. 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 Pistol whip. We have here. Attacks. Ooh. Die. Oh. Melee when equip ammo drones will give you durability. And you can reset the first time using R. Oh. Big old sword. Oh. Oh, that's a nice way of giving melee some viability. Ow, 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 ow. Oh. Hey. Oh. What play do you want? I just don't know what they do. Oh, here it is. Oh. Well, thank you for the hint. I guess I kill people by stepping on them? Oh. Yay, money. Oh. 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 Almost same target twice in a row. Okay. Oh. Oh, jeez. Alright, so we can infinitely combo. There's our map. Shiny. Only there's an active reload. Okay. Seems straightforward so far. Oh. There you go. Ah. I like the idea of stomping on the enemies. Alright, what's this? Ew. Get out of the way. Oh, the animation is nice. Uh-oh. Alright, so we have... Come on. Oh, I just realized we actually have ammo. Oh. Oh. Mm-mm. Run! Hmm? Oh. What do you suppose this thing is? Die. Poked. This seems like a decent Enter the Gungeon like so far. Guess we'll see what else this game has. Alright, you're clean. Oh. Hey, Thorn. Alright. Boom, boom, boom. Alright, so now I can kill the boss. Yeah, sure, I'll take a little health. I missed something up there. Oh, it's another shopkeeper. That's some really good damage. Die. Alright, so that must be our persistence. And this must unlock more of the world and probably more areas. Nope. So I'm wondering how much of a roguelike or roguelite this is. I'll keep the default color. Variant. We can't start rogue, we gotta go higher than that.
The puppeteer cannot act access your strings. You are the impossible. You
Yes. I am the impossible, right? Kind of like a, I won't say like clay animation, but kind of like that, like a Play-Doh look to like some of these characters. Ooh. Boom, boom. Can I leap over these walls? No. Hey, stop that. Alright, let's start running along here. Alright, give me some loot. Oh. We're getting some pew-pew. That also means some spread. Alright. This one seems cool so far. Guess the real test will be just how much variance there is. Oh. Later. Alright, who are you? You look charming. I can't afford anything, unfortunately. I also like that my jump is not on a cooldown. Kill you. Oh. Ah. There we go. I have the Mario stomp whenever I can. Uh-oh. Damn these ants. Might as well get the health. There has to be an item that like gives you more stomp power. Uh-oh. Oh, whew. In all my shooting, I forgot we're all out of ammo. I don't know what this does. I still don't know what that does. Whoa! Oh, you jerk, he's stalking me. Uh-oh. Wait, what happened? Oh! I created a little pew-pew button. Hey. Damn. You leave me alone, buddy? Hey. Whoa! Did I even do damage with my, bounce? I don't think I did. Alright, I am going to need a melee weapon here. So this is Enter the Gungeon meets Monster Hunter, I guess. Boom, boom. Alright. You know how much I don't like spread shot weapons in games like this. Nope. Oh, you won't be a sniper? I'll just stomp you. Okay, I just hit that to melee. Gotcha. Damn. Yeah. Ooh, an orphan ghost boy. Goes. Oh, jeez. Alright. I have 18. So I think that means we can go to the shop. There you go. There we go. Seems pretty good so far. Uh-oh. Ow. Okay. I'll fill up my health. I need to get to a shop and refill my ammo. Yeah, I didn't hear much about this one either. There you go. Yeah, you better run. Don't like break these walls, I hit you. Hey, where did you come from? Die. Oh, come on. Whoa! What the hell? Hold on 1 second. Apparently he entered desperation. Woo. Uh-oh. My one, like, complaint so far, I feel like I've run out of ammo too much. Whoa. Woo. Is this one still in early access? It said early access when I went to the store page, or on the front. The hell was that? Is this where the shop guy was? Alright, there's some more ammo. 20, 10. I would really like something a little bit more, let's see. There we go. The less spread, the better in games like this for me. Oh, he's moving over there. I do like how strong melee is. Alright. Oh, that's a short range. Got him. Got him. Oh. Oh. I thought he was still alive. Oh, you crying? Frog bullet, multi-pepper. Let's try the rat lady. Oh, that was haunting. Oh. That's a gun right there. Alright, let's get out of here. Okay. Boom. Not sure what that did. Sacrifice max health. Ugh. Oh, I see. So it just unlocks or upgrades whatever perks we have? Alright. Oh, there's our melee. Nice. I will keep this. What's this do? Alright, how do I get out of here? Let's see. While we're loading... It says it's still in early access. Oop.
Eggs will be stepped on. Birds will be angry. The two absolutes in Porcoland.
Oh, nice. Just run through the loot. Oh, and we have a new bot, too. It feels like melee is very handy in this game. Boom, boom, boom. 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 Have we murdered everybody yet? Hmm? Why is that glowing? Is that cursed? Hmm? What's this? Hello. Let's see. Damn. I have a toucan, oh, I don't need the, prick stick. Man, so many weird items, so little time. Oh. Pew pew. Anybody else? Alright, let's see how my super laser works. Alright, that's the shop guy again. Boom. So I can't beat the boss until we cure all the MacGuffins. There you go. Are you dead, or are you just... There you go. Okay. Uh-oh. Go laser. Uh-oh. It is a little chaotic, I think, around here. What kind made you stop having interest in it? Oh! Alright, that's all the damage I can do. Run away! And, hello, Riley. Whoa! Ooh. Go rat people, go. Uh-oh. Woo. So not enough variants then, you say? Boom, boom. Yes, eat them. There you go. It doesn't have enough variance to kind of support the loot. That's always a problem. Oh, I murdered them all already. Oh, Mario stomp you all. I mean, the stomping is original for like these kinds of games. Bullet, martial arts. I'll try martial arts. We'll save that. I had a similar issue in terms of variance when it came to Dead Cells. I need to go up. Yeah. When we get to Cavity Busters, that is an interesting one that I don't think a lot of people played. Ow. Let's get some health. Boom. Uh-oh. Oh, he's all out of juice. Yes. You may have a laser for a head, but I have a toucan for a scythe. Oh no. I like the animation. Uh-oh. Oh no. I can see your point about like how jumping becomes dominant. Ow. Yeah. The game gives you good feedback when there's something bad about to happen to you. Oh. I'm trying to think of like what this style reminds me of. There are more characters, and there's more unlocks. Like, the game's giving me like a claymation vibe to it, even though it's definitely not claymation. I'll take the pepper. Let's see. Where are you? You're down there. Oh. Stop. Ah. Oh. Take that. I'll take that. Wrap button, the gray button. I'm gonna take the lotion, because we haven't taken a lotion type yet. snake bullets? Alright, well, we survived another round. Can you? Okay, you can't warp between the rooms. Alright. Okay, so you can't leave the area once you've finished. Gotcha. Don't give away my weapons. Yeah, it seems to be like that same classic style of, you know, each room being its own, like, self-contained segment. Come on. The hell? I got a fish. Oh, we got the slippers back again. Yeah, I can kind of see that, like... Is there a way to see how many levels we're on right now? I'll take a rapid fire pew pew. There's always another issue with a lot of action roguelikes. How long a run is. I think the game has really nice aesthetics. Oh yeah. Again, you're talking to someone who talks freely about games, so I will of course always find like little nitpicks whenever I can. I have all the bounce. This may be too weak of a weapon. Have you played The Void Reigns Upon Our Heart yet? That's another really solid, that's a shmup roguelike. Yeah, this vaporizer... Nah, I'm gonna try the fish. And when it's consistent, too. Like, the color doesn't change between, like, different plays. What's going to that rat queen when she dies? Yep, and do the liking and subscribing social media. It forces me to tell everyone. Void Reigns Upon Our Heart, really solid. I think Monolith is the better kind of shmup roguelike. But Void is kind of like Binding of Isaac meets a shooter in a weird way. Uh-oh. Wait, does he have a nose? Eyes for a nose? Oh, that's unusual. Alright, so fish gun, not for me either. Alright. It's good we try all these guns now, rather than, fail. Oh. Oh, the screen shake. I feel like my guns are just really weak. Whoa! Alright, horsey. Or pony. Oh, pony's not watching. Oh. Wait, why can't I get out? Oh. Ooh. Ah. Alright. That's a freaky looking pony. Okay, let's see what my persistence is. So we have 12. 12. Tutorial. Main world. Alright. 1, 2, 3. Uh-oh. What's this? Okay, so this is unlocking new starting weapons? Yeah, I've never been a big fan of, like, looping as, like, a New Game Plus option. It was one of the things that kind of made me stop playing, Nuclear Throne. Grow your camp. So these are the additional characters. So there's 2, 3, 4. So these are different starting. Yeah, Hades had a really good one too. We'll see more time. My boss is changing ammo for pickups. Okay, well that's probably why ammo's so thin here. Yeah, I talked about Hades in my book on roguelike design as a really good example. The screen shake may be a little bit much in this as well. Well, when it gets really crazy, it's sometimes hard to tell, like, what's what. Ooh. Die. Pull these up. Ooh. Get away. Can't tell this thing is dead or not. Yeah. And we shoot him when he's down. Yeah. I feel like too many games may use screen shake a little too much. Oh. Little firepower. Oh. Get over here. Got another achievement. Phew. I will say, like, as a positive for this game, it's like the only one of these games that has combined like gun and melee, where I think the melee has a really nice feel to it. By the fact that you can just block with it and kill bullets. Because in a lot of times, melee is just way too risky because of the amount of bullets coming at you. What's this? I'll keep the flamer. Bullet, Power Soul. So these affect the gun. Oh. I didn't even see that attack. Oh, it's nice. There's different bosses. I was wondering if it was just gonna be like the same boss per biome. Get some health. Oh. I thought you were asking me that one. Oh. Boom, 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 boom. Haha. Alright, where is this guy? There you go. Ooh. Oh! Run away! Boom, boom. Aha. Yeah, it does seem like your best survival strat is never stop hopping. Yeah, it's one of those things that it feels weird in terms of that shooting. Once you get used to it, it's not that bad. But I mean, this is just full 360 aiming. Woo! Ooh. That's a lot of damage for such a little bullet. I need more ammo. Seems like the game is reasonably generous in terms of health. Which is kind of important considering how hard these enemies hit. Oh god. Ooh. Although I do question every boss having a desperation phase. Oh, this is bad. Don't mind me, other enemies. I'm just busy fighting your king or whatever. Ooh. Oh. I murdered you. And you can't leave. It would be interesting to see more games that go that route. Coffee, bone bun. Ooh, the human bandolier. Nice. I'll take that. Oh, is that really everything here? Huh, I didn't need to go to all the areas. I just realized we're in Atlantis. Ah. Yeah, Risk of Rain 2, I played the heck out of it when it was in early access, and then just lost the desire to keep playing. I did see they're working on an expansion. Start time, it's a little bit, it's around 11. Alright, we'll give this one more run for tonight. And then we'll move on to Cavity, and then maybe we'll throw in a little of Void Rain Spiral Heart so I can show it to Riley. Right, I want to see what happens if I lose max health for a second. If it's anything like Revita. Come on. Oh. Pap pap? Okay. Oh. Nice. Aw. He looks so happy. Oh wait a minute, I can exchange weapons. We got plenty of weapons. Oh. Oh, that's sneaky. I can only exchange a specific weapon. How dare you? Did you play what was it? I, Dracula Genesis, which got its name changed.
Often find obnoxious treasures tainting their dearest dirt.
What's it called now? Like Apocalypse Crusher, something like that? Ah. Where'd my little light bulb guy go? Doomsday Hunters. Ah. What's this? I would say another like minor complaint about this game. I feel like my guns have just too short of a range. Oh. Wait. I can step on him. Let's see. Right, I'll trade you. What the hell? Now that's a weapon. Uh-oh. Bouncy, bouncy. That'd be the most practical weapon, unfortunately. Mm-hmm. I'll take the power of rats. Yeah, the weapon designs are all very funky to use, which is good. Wait, what happened? Uh-oh. I think it said that the people who made this game had like their experience in like animation, which I think definitely shows. Not the strongest weapon, I don't think it is. Can I raise my max health back up? Peekaboo. Come on, loot. The boring bazooka? Oh, I do like bazookas. I don't know what just happened there. Oh. I think our special friend is here. Run away. I don't know if I would say this is my favorite in terms of like readability, but it is, I think, high up there. Ow. Oh. It's still, I think, a little hard sometimes to just make it because everything is kind of fighting for your attention. Let's see. I do wonder if there are permanent upgrades. Like more health, more weapon damage, that kind of thing. Oh, I bet this unlocks different starting items. Doesn't seem enemies do a lot of damage. But we are on rogue difficulty. I do wonder again like how much they're going to playtest this. Yeah, if you haven't seen Revita, R-E-V-I-T-A, I really like that one as well. But let's go on. And we'll check out Cavity Buster, see where it's at. Let's see. Yeah. I think maybe just making the warnings a little bit more distinct. It's kind of like pink on pink, which can be a little hard to make out. The last update to Voidigo was on December. Whole new world. Let's see. How long are they going to be in early access? A year or so. The game was released February of last year. So it doesn't seem like they have any intent on finishing it soon. Let's see. Alright. And now for something somewhat different. Alright, should be loading up. Alright, so we're back to Cavity Busters. We don't need a tutorial. Alright, so we have dash. Lost my tooth. Shoot. So this is, I guess, the action roguelike equivalent of those old, like, dental PSAs. Alright, so that's my shot. Ooh. Get my tooth back. Ooh. The one problem when you play too many games is kind of to keep track of what is what here. Lost enemies. I cannot tell what that means. Alright. Uh-oh. Oh, great. Oh, lovely. I got ice physics. Give it to a shovel. Alright. Alright, so this is the boss itself. Oh, I can teleport as well, I keep forgetting. Oh. So the key of this kind of design is that we want to stun enemies by shooting our bullets through them and then hopping on them. Ew. Cool. Rooms, yeah, I know game. Oh, hey, Adrian. Thanks for tuning in. For people watching this recorded, the developers in the chat. I still have no idea what I do in these rooms. Alright, so the purple rooms are special, that we can get into them, there may be good stuff, but if I keep poking my head, it's gonna hurt me. The rooms are a lot bigger than I remember. Oh. Whoa. Let's see what I get. I got more goop. Alright, what do you do? Nice. Okay. And that's my shot. Alright, we killed the boss. I have 2 shovels. Maybe go to the boss one here. Are these new spring pads? No. Uh-oh. Are you dead yet? Oh, nah, I forgot. Oh, I almost got it perfect, too. That's what annoys me when I miss it by, like, a stupid mistake on my part. Alright, let's see when we get to this special. What do we have? Ooh, a mint. But again, like, the risk of reward of this game is that the more I explore, the more potential diseases we unfurl here. And now the bots are showing up. Come on. It has been several months since the last time I played this. We'll see when you get a win. Oh, hey to you. Oh, right next to a secret room. What's this? So that is a treasure. These are my stats. Oop. Is that right that I have to go right, left 5? I don't think there's any way I'm going to do that safely. Yeah, a bad disease at the wrong time will get you here. Oh. There's a free health. Three for 5. Do I dare? Ooh. I would really like to find the guy who cures. There he goes, so I can get rid of ice physics. There. So now, I don't have to worry about ice physics, but the enemies still have the negative. Which is a really interesting, like, risk-reward mechanic. Ooh, coffee. I know coffee gives you iframes. We haven't found me on this file. Oh. Now what? Shoot at nearest enemy. Oh, okay. Cool. Oh, that's everybody. Oh, shovel. I am trading goop for health. Oh. Gotta be careful of those eye blasts. That's new. Oh, wait a minute. Is this real boss or mini? Mini. Getting a lot of shovels. Oh, I didn't read that. Nuts. Oh my god, how many... That's a lot of things right here. Oh, why not? Give it to me. I think I have enough to cure myself. Blazing Beaks. Is that the one... That was the other one that had the curses in it, right? I think I'm pretty sure we played that one. Alright. Oh. Alright. Curing all my disease. Damn. Being my first run back, they seem to be kicking a lot of butt. Oh. Yeah. Oh. Yay, more damage. I hope, Oh yeah, we did play one. I hope Cavity Busters is doing well for you. At least it's gotten a little bit more recognized. I know Northern Lion played this one, I think when it first came out. What's this? Oh, I can swap. Uh-oh, what's this? Uh-oh. Ooh. What nightmare did I just get here? Oh. Oh. I missed. I am liking the fact that we don't have to worry about frozen ice physics now. I can go... Man, how did I get so many shovels? Oh, that's not something breakable. Boom. So I saw there was a shmup mode ad, which I've not had a chance to unlock yet or seen. More goop. Doesn't look good. What the hell did I get? Yeah, Hades, I think, kind of, like, dominated the scene in terms of action roguelikes. Where am I going? Can I cure this? Nope. And shrinks. Huh. Alright. Oh! I didn't even see that. Oop. I can't tell. Were those spikes from the boss, or is that from this guy? New unlock. Oh, I can spit at people now. Oh. There's my King Tooth. So what do you guys think about the readability in this one? I think it's easier compared to Voidigo. Oh. Well. I never use my spit. Boom, 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 boom. I should probably start using it though. Uh-oh. I can risk a champion. Famous last words. Ooh. I think the thing that hurts Hades from an action roguelike perspective, it doesn't have, I think, as much variance in the runs. At least that's what it felt like to me. Oh good, I got bad breath. I can't tell what is mine and what is the enemy's. Oh, hello. He looks nice. Oh, it jumped right into that pig. Oh. Who's got the butt in here? It's nice to be able to... You have a lot of defensive mechanisms in this game, which is nice. Mm-hmm. Also, not as much as screen shake. Let's see. Oh, that's a little room. If you look on my character, when I'm flashing yellow, it means that I have iframes, or I'm immune to damage. Oh, this is definitely a new room. Whoa. What was this guy? What does that mean? I have not seen that one yet. Hey. Oh, I can bounce. For some reason he was not doing my little wall bounce. New heart. We have not found the big bad room yet. Oh, there you are. Oh no. We're going to... I do remember those toys. Uh-oh. Oh, nope. He was not letting me bounce on him there. And again, the yellow bullets I can reflect back through. With the tooth, bounce back. Go. Homing spittles? Bump. Ooh. There we go. Are we near? Oh wait, I can do this. Boom. More coffee. I like more iframes. Oh, so that's nice. So that's just a way of if you bump it up by too many diseases. Because in the original one, you were kind of just beheld to any diseases that you left behind. Yeah. Also, like this. Oh, ooh. So you see right there now, when I shoot my bullet or my tooth, it launches enemy bullets at me. Ooh, beans. Alright, I will definitely want to get that cured. Alright, I think we have one more biome left, or two more. Ooh. Bullets. Ooh. I really don't like this disease I got. Let's take care of that. Oof. What's this? Oh. Treasure room for, or trading mints for items. Well, it's certainly a lot of health. Nope. I'm gonna get killed by my own bullets. I just feel it. Eat. Ooh. On the positive side, we have so much health. I can reasonably tank this to some extent. Okay. I need to find a second mint and get rid of this negative. Because there's like way too many things my brain's having trouble focusing. Oh. Yes. Thank you. Now I don't have to worry about killing myself. Like, anything that, like, adds more bullets for me to process is not good in a game like this. But as you can see, there's a lot of bouncy things happening already. Alright. There's our treasure. Ooh. Whee! Oh boy. It's all fun and games until the shmupping begins. Up. Oh no. Bubbles. That's a new looking bullet. Oh, don't tell me I almost one-shot this guy. Oh. Oh. Wow. No, don't you dare tell me that I miss it by one again. Alright, that's good. Oh. I'm not sure where all those bullets came from. Alright, but we did get the combo, so that's good. Yeah, no hyper armor, so you'll get hit very quickly. Well, at least we unlock combos. Combos make things easier for me. As long as we get good. And while this game may not look it, it is on the harder side just because of all the shmuppy elements in it. Oh god, I unlocked a real-life baby. Oh. Those mints. Oh. What else we got here? The worst thing is when I miss the wall and I just like touch the guy itself. I don't think I want to do that. Oh. I won't give bosses more health. I should totally complain to somebody about that. You can randomly change your... What did that do? Heard the slumber of drunk. Are my teeth going wild? I want more... Like, when you have the floor when you can cure the disease, you want to get them, so you can cure them and keep their positives. Uh oh. Eesh. Fine. I believe that's should be also be renamed the masochism disease right there. Oh, damn. You have no idea how much it's annoying me when I get hit during these boss fights. As this game has the same kind of beat the boss without taking damage reward from Isaac. Oh. Bop. Let's drop goop. Is there any reason for me to stay? I can't cure it, so let's go. I would like to get to the ending at least once tonight if possible. Oop, I'm wasting money because I'm opening up Steam. Or the overlay, see what time it is. Oop. Oh. What's kind of funny... Yeah, it could be, Jerome. When I'm off stream, I will do it in perfectly. But I find it kind of funny that both this and Voidigo have, like, jumping base mechanics. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, dear. Alright, we gotta get that thing cured. Oop. Yeah, get that the hell away from me. Alright. So doors will help me now? Oh, here. That guy's dead already. And those are good lasers. I do like that the diseases in this game will give you something good. Like, it's not just you have to take it and it's always a bad thing. That's a lot of explosions, which I don't want to deal with. Yoink. Like, I think I like this one. Or I like the variants in this one more than Dead Cells. Like, it feels like things can go a lot more in wild directions. I can't break those. And speaking about, like, a lot of mechanics, you guys have probably noticed that I've forgotten a lot of times about wall sliding. What? Oh boy. The nice thing about this game is that I can actually read chat when I'm hopped in the air, because time freezes. Wait, bosses can lead diseases too? That's not good for me. Pop. Nope, get away. Don't need to get crazy. I'm not tongues, I'm trying to concentrate. There we go, we got it perfect. Oh, what's this? Oh, must be for perfecting him. There we go. Oh, fine. Oh. Why am I getting every no cure ones? It's because I'm doing this on stream, right? But toggles and dongles. Damn. Thank you. Alright, we have shotguns. Slow-mo time. I will take that. What does mass do? I'm not sure what that's actually impacting. Spit up on death. Oh, you're all dead. Ah, okay. Also, I don't know if this will give me a D-mod or not, but I don't know what... when it says you can create a bowel movement, what that affects. In the game, of course. Alright. Poison. Whoa. Pop. This is getting pretty crazy. I think we, in a weird way, have kind of a glass cannon build going on right now. I have a feeling I'm gonna do something stupid. Gotta be careful with what I say. What's this, a petri dish? Oh, so these are the little guys that keep following me around. There he is. Go, you little bacteria, go. Oh. I don't think there's any disease I can actually cure, is there? Oh, huh. that. Let me see. Can only cure one. I think I want to get rid of addiction. How much will that come back to bite me? Oh god, no! Oh. I didn't think he was dead already. All those teeth are really pulling in the work here. I would like to get rid of the poison next, if I get enough mints. Sure. Health for health. I can't complain about that one. Nice. Thank you, Sir Bumpletooth. Again, like, anything that, like, forces me to, like, react to, like, more than just bullets, I don't want to deal with. Oh, wait. Yeah, let's, be, semi-disease-free. Alright. Let's see him go again. Oh, didn't I just fight this guy? Yes. Yes, I did. Damn. Ah. So this is why I asked on Twitter that there was a separate shmup mode for this game. Oh, another card. Oh wait, we got that right. Yeah, I think this is very much a hidden gem for a lot of people. I wonder if it has that same, you know... What do we describe it? A Scuss Punk aesthetic as Isaac? That may hurt it compared to how Isaac can kind of get away with it. I didn't even see what hit me there. Oh. No, I'm not doing you yet. Yeah, there is certainly a lot you have to keep track of, as I keep saying. Whoa! Oh, so that's what you're talking about in terms of the bowel movement. Huh. Man, I hope YouTube doesn't, Yeah, and that is certainly true as well, Pony. Again, once you have, like, a name for yourself, you can get away, or your game will get a lot more appeal than the same concept from a different developer. Wait, I thought I got rid of the poison. Oh. So many bullets, so little time. Oh no. Law of bowels. If I can cure that, the freeze would be really nice. I just need to get one more mint. Thank you. Oh. Drop you. There's a mint in there again? Oh. Alright, you get out of there. Boom. Oh, this is boss. Or mint. No. Shop, boss is the other way. I can't exactly get that. Yeah, it's amazing how we come back to the games and it's a lot easier. I was just like a murderer. The one thing that unfortunately sucks for me when I try to cover a lot of roguelikes is that if they're in early access, if I play them too much on stream, I'm just going to get tired of them and then burn out before they're actually finished. And again, that's what happened with Dead Cells. So now I try to if it's in early access, I try to give it 1 or 2 plays, and then whenever there's a big update. The hell is that guy doing? Oh my god, I just realized I have so much goop. Are fillings new in this? What's over there? Because I don't remember them from the last time I played. Whee! I have a tooth-related puns I'm resisting not saying. Question. Is the bar... This bar that shows up, right here as I'm attacking, is that the same as the combo meter down here, or is that something else? Alright, we gotta go to the boss. How many shells we got? No. Alright, it's you again. Boom. And if you guys haven't seen the final boss in this game, we do get to, bullet hell territory. If you think this is a lot, this is on the minor side. Oh, God. Whoa! He's not dead. Don't you dare get hit right now. Whew. Okay. Gotcha. Wait. I wasn't reading chat. Or I was reading chat. Did I get the no hit for that? Or did I get hit? Hit or no hit? Wait, I have a curse. You know what? That I don't mind keeping, because I don't wall dash enough for it to matter. I think. Maybe. Famous last words. Well, I have the money, or I have the health, so I think I'll... Better safe than sorry. Ow. Thank you. No more... Oh, wait. I see a health right here. Oop. Oh, since we have the developer on, the, your King Tooths, or King Teeth, when you give it to this guy, does that unlock, like, anything long-term? Oh, and we are in the final biome as well. I gotta say, the, door lasers have been really paying for themselves. Ugh. Oh. What did I say about getting things that make me have to concentrate more on what's happening? I don't want lava floor. Again, it's because I'm doing this live. That's giving me all the, pain. Whew. What's scaring me right now is I don't see lava. So I know it's gonna get me when I'm, like, not paying attention during a boss. And these spring pads are definitely newish, because I don't remember them in the game when I last played. Easy. There's boss. Wait, what? What just happened? Did I just get a free cure? Huh. That wasn't the goop that did that, right? Okay. Well, I will sacrifice a King Tooth at the next fight. Oh, God. Wait. I wasn't sure if that was pain or something there. Oh, you're all dead. Whoa. Oh, for those of you who didn't play, another, I think, very underrated action roguelike was Space Gladiators Escape from Tartarus, which is basically like Hollow Knight as an action roguelike. In terms of like the movement tech, I should say. Oh, I do not like little tiny rooms. I don't want to jump down into that. A giant muffin. Oh, I got 100 combo. Oh no, it's poop again. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. How big is this floor? Oh. Have I really gone the complete wrong direction? There's our cure. Oh, was it really right here this whole time? I didn't notice. Also, on the subject of like having like combos and kind of like rewards for good play, I always like it when games give you that. That extra incentive for getting good. Oh, you're dead already. Boss time? Yup. This is not finale, right? This is the second to last. What the hell is that thing doing? Or those bullets? Oh, you jerk. No. Oh, I got hit reading chat. No. Curses. I need to get better at reading chat while bullet dodging. Alright, I got hit twice, so I'm happy now. I'm not going to lose it. Take that, gullet. Oh, nice. Alright, let's see. Oh, I think I hit the wrong thing. Nuts. Alright, this is, or was, the final area in the game last I played. I have nuclear teeth. I think we can obviously see the buying of Isaac in this game. again. I want to take it. Your tooth has skin tags? Oh, God, no. Again with this? Alright. We gotta get rid of that. I like the damage up. Is that pink eye again? I always thought you were a dentist and this was your outlet. Ooh. Oh, that's a new one. Fine. Boom. Okay. Get this evil thing. There you go. Alright, get this evil thing out of my tooth. Ooh, technology. I think the game has a nice, gross look to it. That's a new one. Ooh, spiders. Oh. What the hell hit me? Right. That. Alright, we are fairly close here. Oh, you're all dead. Boom. I love the nuclear tooth now. Alright, I think we are at our final boss. Yup. It's time for the fight of many phases. This is the, hey, I heard you like fighting lots and lots of phases in a boss fight. I'm good, I won't jump down. And you see, this is why I want more bullets to worry about. You're probably thinking right now that this has been easy. Don't worry, now we're in phase 2. Ah, damn. Well, Hey! Now we're in phase 3. Yeah, maybe. We're doing so much tooth-related damage. There's phase 4. Uh-oh. There's phase 5. Oh. I think this is final phase? Nope, silly me. But yeah, at this point, it would take some stupid mistake on my part to lose. There's 8? When you're not sure if you can dodge something, go for the wall, because you get full iframe. As you can see right there. There. Boom. At the end. So this is the persistent difficulty. Is that another newish thing? Again, like 30, I think like 40 minutes to an hour is a good length for a action roguelike. Let's see. How do I plant these? Oh. Hmm? Okay, I planted them here. Reminds me a little bit of Atomicrops. Aw, I can grow tumors. Boreal. That's different. That on. Mm-hmm. On hard mode. Wait. Ah! There we said someone pick up, so. Brushes are the 10. Shiny collect. Hard shot. And this is new to me. Shoot teeth one at a time. That's a lovely tooth right there. Oh, they're up there as well. Huh. Oh, spider tooth. So now that disease will be persistent. Oh. And then when I harvest it, something good will happen, hopefully. I don't like low damage. Shoot teeth one at a time. Oh. Oh. The bald tooth. Steal item 010. time check, it is 12:15. Alright. I do want to sacrifice a tooth if we can. What always sucks about restarting these games is I get completely used to all the cool stuff, and then it feels all wrong when I don't have it. Ooh. That probably should have hit me. That's a very slow charge. You don't do anything, do you? Die. Oh, that's not good. That is not good at all. What you got? Wait. Did I miss a door? Oh, God. Oh, there it is. Oh, boy. I need to get this thing cured ASAP. Oh, God. Note to self, do not take this one ever again. Ah. Yeah, this guy is shooting way too slow for my style. Ooh. Ah. Let's see. So is this thing any... No, better. All right. All right, I think with that. Ah, okay. Oh. Huh. Which just makes it a little bit harder. Let's see. Ooh. Collecting charge tooth fires an attack. Oh. That is gonna be weird to get used to. Okay. I don't know if Riley's still watching. If they are, I would like to show off Void Reigns Upon Our Heart. Because if they haven't seen that one, that's a very interesting action roguelike to look at. I have nothing. We have about 40 minutes. Let's see. Oh. That was a freebie right there. Oh. Oh. What will be our first disease, I wonder? Force Awake? Huh. Don't recognize that as an option. Boom. I think one UI suggestion I would have for you is that in a room like this, like once the doors have been open, it would be nice to show all the possible exits on the map. Because sometimes if I leave the room, I forget where those doors are. Up. Almost went a little too fast there. You gonna do something? Oh. Damn you. Ah. Huh. Damn that tumor. Oop. Isn't there another... Yeah. Huh. That's neat. I still haven't figured out what those computers do in that first area. Oh no, they're gonna start going crazy, aren't they? Ooh. Up. I feel like I should have gotten hit there. Oh. I was reading chat, I thought he was dead. Oh, way right here. This is a great game to play non-context, right? Buy a ring of worms. Oh, there we go. You do it over there. Alright, we give him a tooth. Apparently I shoot worms now. Alright, when's the first bad thing to come and get me? Tooth pulling nearest enemy? Save me, worms. Uh-oh. What's it gonna be? Huh. I'm sure it's gonna be bad for me, mostly. Boom. Yeah, there's definitely more bullet variety in this one, or more bullet style since the last time I played. And apparently more bots. It can't be the whole thing, can it? Wait, is the tumor affecting my ability to see? Oh, it is, making it hard for me to see where the secrets are. I just noticed that. I was like, wait a minute, why am I not seeing those things on the map? Oh. Up. Oh boy. There's that new shot pattern. This one sounds very weird. Well, those worms remind me of like the tongues from like the Nightmare on Elm Street game. Yeah, I don't have a lot of keys. See. Oh, I'm sorry, not a lot of keys, I mean a lot of shovels. Hey, nice. I did damageless. So it has those challenges too in this one. What the hell is this room? What the hell did I just do? Oh boy. I think I just made things horribly worse for me. When there's evil laughter, that's never a good sign. Oh, no. Bigger hitbox. Hmm? How did I get hit there? Hmm. Oh my god. What modifiers did I get to screw me now? Hmm? Mm-mm. Oh, that's right, they're being pulled towards my tooth. Haha. Oh, I missed a shovel. I don't think this was a good room to go into. Oh man, so many little tiny bullets. Why are there always little tiny bullets to get in my way? Boom, 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 boom. That was an impressive number of bounces. That's an impressive number of bullets. I don't think I should have dodged all that. I can tell you that I really don't like this modifier. First chance we can harvest that, I'm getting rid of it. What does that mean? Watch out for spikes. I don't want to deal with spikes. Good, I cured my explosive butt. Alright. I have enough goop that I can use to get rid of that. Ooh. That's a lot of fillings. Well, that doesn't help me. Ooh. I'll take this. Tooth destruction. So these are the bonus secret rooms. I have no idea where I'm at right now. Okay. Oh, nice. Ult dashing creates a laser? Sweet. Oh. Eek. Oh. 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 Ah. I didn't quite get the wall. That screwed me. Powder, another toaster. Oh. Not ready to fight you yet. Fine. Oh. That was very close. Oh, you had to move. Well, I do not see myself Came through that perfectly, and I was right. Did I really do it only getting hit one time? Make an explosion. Okay. I'll give him one. Wait, did I miss something? Yes. Oop. Ah, hitting the wrong button. No wonder why I'm not going anywhere. Supplement drop up? A tooth for a tooth. Oh. I mean, knows there's a bat next to me. Oof. Oh, what did I just do to myself again? I think I just made things worse. Walls are full of zits. Thank you. How good night, Adrian. Thanks for tuning in, and thank you for making the game. I'm definitely looking forward to when it is out to really give it a bigger look. Oh, so that's what skin tags means. Oh, no. And now that Adrian's leaving, all the bad stuff's going to happen. Have a good night as well, Jerome. Oh, God. What is our time, actually? It's 12:40? Alright. We'll probably wrap things up do or die after this run. I think tomorrow we'll go back to Halo. Or maybe I'll check out a little bit more of Void Reigns Upon Our Heart to show that one off. Ooh. I do not recognize this lovely thing. Oh no. And now the developer's not watching. The game's gonna get like super unfair. Oh, got another achievement. Ooh. Don't want to cure though. Oh, goodness. Oh wait, is this the cure room? Oh, thank you. Mm-mm. Oh, that's good. I think we're in deep trouble. Oh, I thought those were parryable. Not bad. Oh, I think we're gonna die here. Is it 230 yet? You're not gonna die that easily. Oh, dear. I don't want to get in on that. Oh, I think I'm dead. Oh, ow. Huh, well at least the tumor grew. Another thing that this game like reminds me a lot of is Invader Zim. For some reason, just because of all the craziness we get to say. Okay, so what does this do? Okay, so I guess I need to give it all 10. And then if I harvest it, I guess it gives me more points. Or do I just make it worse for myself? Alright. Let's see. What else can we look at here? Collectibles. Boom. I think we'll say goodnight here. We had two very different early access games. I think both have some good potential. Let's see. Nearly finishes off. Okay, so according to the notes, Cavity Busters is almost in 1.0. There's new playable characters, more updates, more bosses. Oh, I see. So there's room mods. That's what those things were. Oh god, there's an instant kill room mod at one point. Ooh. I am really happy that got nerfed before I started playing. But yeah, I'll definitely be posting this one on the secondary channel as well. So, I think with that, we will say goodnight. Tomorrow we'll return to Halo Infinite, and maybe do some Void Reigns Upon Our Heart as well. If you're new, be sure to do all the liking and subscribing. Check out our secondary channel for the stream archives and general plays, and the main channel for our design talks, interviews, and more. Come back for daily discussions on game design here, and on Game Wisdom, where is in the art and science of games. And until next time, have a great evening.